If you're like me back in 2020 who did not know how to draw a face or head, this video is perfect for you. In this video, I will be showing you guys behind the scenes on how I draw a face, or more specifically, an anime face. And in this video, I do talk about a couple of things that not much people discuss, as well as different types of eyes and head angles. This video, on top of that, is also very beginner friendly, so feel free to follow along. I do want to say though that this is my art style and me and you do things differently, obviously, so if you're feeling uncomfortable, feel free to add your own twist to this and anything you like. So the first one we'll be starting with is a front face profile, and with this you kind of just immediately start drawing a circle. Please do not push too hard on your paper, or erasing it when we do it later is not going to be fun time and it's not going to look the best. And please make sure that you draw your circles the way I did in this video, because if you don't and you try to draw it perfectly, there's a high chance you may not, and the head will just end up looking weird. So now I draw a line across the circle. I extend it a little bit, like half from the circle, from where the chin is gonna be. If my pace is too fast for you, feel free to pause it and rewind it as much as you need. So as you can see right now, I am checking and making sure that I was right, and I did make it half. So then I add this line on the top for the top of the eye line. And once I'm finished doing that, I go to nearly the end of the line. Please do not make the end of the line, and I start drawing the chin. With this one, you kind of have to connect the circle and the bottom of the chin, and I had a lot of refinements to do because I was not satisfied with how the other side was turning out. So if you also happen to have trouble with the other side, feel free to pause the video once again and just keep trying. So what you're gonna do next is outline where the bottom of the ears will be, and this actually helped me finish the head. If you're struggling too, it can help you as well. So the next part is to outline the bottom of the eyes. This is where basically the bottom of the eyes. I do this to know how big the eyes or small the eyes are going to be, and also where the ears are going to be. I also call this the eye line. You can call it anything you want. So the next step is to draw the ears, and you are going to start drawing the ears where the top of the eye line is, and then you're going to end it with the line that we drew earlier to help us with the head. So the last and final step is to draw, of course, the neck and the shoulders. There's not really a specific way I do it. You could just follow the way I'm doing it in the video. So after you draw the neck and shoulders, you erase the guidelines and then put them back because we will need them later. And then boom, you are done with the front face profile. So the next angle we will be drawing today and right now is the 3/4 profile picture. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically just someone facing to the side, but it's not a side profile. And I think is the simplest and easiest to do. So let's get started. So first, I like to draw a circle. Remember that you do not have to make it perfect on the first try, and that you're not supposed to draw hard. So something that makes drawing the 3/4 profile different from the front face one is that I add this little circle in the corner. I do this because it helps me map out where the ear is going to be. So what I do next, again, is draw the line through the circle and make sure half is sticking out, I guess you can say, just like how we did for the front face profile. So basically, since the chin does look a tad bit different here, I don't really outline it as much, but I draw a tiny V and then I connect the circle with the V. And make sure to curve it a little, just like how I did in the video, just to make it look a little bit more like an anime head. And once you've got that down, with the other side of the V, you make a draw with it, and do not draw the ear yet. Drawing ears is hard to explain, so you can kind of just follow the way I did it in the video, and if this tutorial was a bit too fast for you, always feel free to rewind it. And here for the future, I am adding the eyeline. Once you're done doing all of that, I then draw the neck, and this neck in this kind of angle is really interesting to draw, but just follow the way I did it in the video, and do not make it too skinny or too long. The next step is to draw the shoulders kind of like this, and then you are done. So the last one we are going to be doing is the side profile. I know a ton of people struggle with this, and I used to as well. In fact, I never even drew them, so hopefully that this tutorial can help you. So the first steps, like the previous ones, is to draw a circle. And once you've got this circle, put a line down the middle and make it extend a little from the circle. So these next steps are a bit different. Instead of doing the normal chin thing, you have to draw this line across from the line you already did. And so the face you drew should look a little bit like this. And once you've done that step, you draw this line coming from the circle, and then from the other line that is coming straight across, you draw a line. There's a lot of lines, so just copy what I'm doing in the video. So the next step is to kind of continue the draw and make it go upwards. Do not make it where you drew the middle of the line to be right there, because that would just be wrong. So unlike the previous drawings I've drawn in this video, I draw the neck right now because I think it'd just be a little confusing if you don't draw the neck. So right now I'm drawing a curve for the neck, and try not to make the neck too skinny when doing this. And in order for me to draw the other part of the neck, I use my eraser to kind of erase that line right there so I don't get confused. I draw a dot for the neck, and then I continue to draw it. If you are struggling, remember to always rewind. So here what I do next is I draw the eye line. So next what I do is I draw the nose as kind of like a triangle shaped. And then I get my eraser to start adding the other details like the chin and the lips. Make sure you're erasing lightly so you can always see what you did in the past and you can easily trace it over. If you're not happy how it looks, make sure to always erase it and try again. Like here, I was not that much happy with how the nose ended up looking, so I did redo it. So next, I draw where the lips and the chin are supposed to be. I kind of draw the lips like a 3 but curved, and the chin is just another curve. So then around where the ear is supposed to be, I draw this oval shape. And then I lightly erase the oval shape so I can do the ear. Then the next step is to draw the eye line. Erase some final details and you are done. So we have eyes up next. So the way I draw eyes is to draw a circle that I have right here. And then kind of color it in with this arch that I also have right here. And I don't know really how to explain it, so just watch what I'm doing in the video and try to copy it. And remember, if I'm going too fast, remember to rewind and pause. I color in a little eyelash here in the top of the eye. And then I do this near the back of the eye. And then I draw this bigger eyelash that kind of looks like mascara. And then I draw this shape, I guess, connecting with the eye. And here I actually draw the eye. You can do the shape I did. It's kind of a square a little bit, or you can do a circle. And then I add some eyelashes on the bottom. I finish it off with an eyebrow and then an eyelid, and then you are done. So now that you've seen the way I draw eyes, you can kind of imply it here on this front face profile. So basically all you have to do is draw 2 circles within the eye line and try your best not to have them exceed, and make sure that they are 1 circle apart. And so all you really have to do is follow what we did previously, you know, draw the arch and then draw the eyelashes and then the bigger eyelash and then the shape and so on. So now that you have this, all you need to do is erase the guidelines and add eyebrows, a nose, and a mouth, and you're done. Here is the 3/4 profile that we did earlier, and you're going to erase the guidelines first, but we're going to slightly add them back so we know where to place the eyes. So again, I draw a circle like that, but I do make the left circle kind of slanted because 3/4 views are just like that. And once you have your circles, you're going to lightly erase, but make sure you erase enough to the point where you can still see it. And then do what we did earlier, but this time the arch is slightly slanted on the left eye to show that it is a 3/4 profile picture. So, you know, I still do the eyelashes and everything else is the same. This time though, I did draw the eyes a little bit different this time because they are looking to the right. So all what's really left to do now is to draw, you know, the eyebrows, the eyelids, the nose, and the mouth. So lastly, we have the side-facing profile. So with this one, I, like usual, draw a circle, but obviously this time we are drawing one eye, and this eye is going to look a little bit different from the previous ones. So the next step is to lightly erase the circle once again, enough so you can still see it. Here I basically draw what we did previously, except the iris is smaller and skinnier because that's how it is on side profiles. So after refining the face a bit because the eyes did not really fit much, I erased the guidelines and then I added the eyelid and the eyebrows. So the last step in this video is to just draw a mouth, and since my hand is covering it, make sure you just try and draw what I did.